The moon continues to wax closer to the full moon as it enters the house of Scorpio on the 3rd of July. People under the influence of Scorpio tend to be very defensive of themselves, or of ideas, things, or people that they deeply care about, which can make their tempers very volatile. The natives of all signs should think carefully about whether the offense is the best defense, or whether the defense of any kind is truly merited today. Natives of Aries tend to be the aggressors, so a child of this sign who feels too threatened by someone else is not likely to gain too much sympathy from others. While this doesn't mean that children of this sign should roll over and die if a real threat does appear, they should be ready to deal with it themselves. Taurians tend to be very territorial people who can become quickly agitated when others tell them what to do. Sometimes, however, charging the person who stepped into the room can only attract more people to interfere with the Taurian's business, so children of this sign should be careful of how they behave, even in their own spaces. Children of Gemini should think carefully about what they say to others. Natives of this sign are known for being social but not often recognized for holding a razor-sharp wit, which they may forget about themselves, only to draw it too quickly on the wrong person and end up in trouble. Cancerians should approach all matters slowly. Children of this sign are often very sensitive, which makes them more likely to react negatively to things, and to take another's response too seriously. By communicating as clearly as possible, children of this sign are usually able to avoid misunderstandings. Children of Leo should handle any explosive responses with care and understanding. Natives of this sign tend to talk often and talk loudly, so they are likely used to accidentally hurting feelings, but today they should be prepared for others to try to hurt back. Virgoans are often detail-oriented people who are good at thinking ahead, meaning that they seldom overreact, and seldom cause others to overreact. Natives of this sign may try to moderate if they feel so motivated, but it may be more in their nature to keep to themselves. Librans should be very careful about who they offer advice to. While the natives of other signs may often be fairly willing to take a certain measure of unsolicited advice, today and words of wisdom that were not explicitly asked for are more likely to be taken as criticism than advice. Children of Scorpio should be very careful to hold their tempers today. Natives of this sign have a tendency to lash out when they feel that they are being offended, and this can cause a chain reaction of destruction. Sagittarians are not likely to be too heavily affected by the moon in Scorpio, despite how heavy it is in the sky. Natives of this sign are advised to make the distance between themselves and the surplus of trouble that they are likely to encounter in the natives of other signs. Children of Capricorn are well situated to stand their ground today. Natives of this sign do not react to assault with aggression, but with steadfastness. This means that when they react, they will not overreact, but will not be taken advantage of either. Aquarians should be careful of how they speak today. Natives of this sign tend to be very outspoken when it comes to their beliefs on political and social issues, and while this may sometimes be received with friendly conversation or competitive banter, today it is likely to be met with fear and distaste. Children of Pisces should try to communicate with others as much as possible. Natives of this sign often have a firm understanding of others that will likely keep them from saying the wrong thing, a mistake that the natives of other signs are very likely to make. For the complete horoscope for your zodiac sign, please visit our site at Horoscope-For.com.